and welcome to A Life Full of Meaning. My name is Lisa and this is Glenn, and together we sold a house, we got rid of all of our stuff and we moved onto a narrowboat called Nutshell. And here we are. This week's video is a little short. We just haven't done much this week. I really ummed and ahed about whether to actually put a video on this week because there's not a great deal to it. This is how the week unfolded. Good morning, it's Monday. I didn't do any filming yesterday. Spent the whole day in bed.
Pretty much did. I came home at 3:30 and she was still in her pyjamas.
I just felt exhausted, knackered. Every time I got up, my legs were like, oh no, you don't want to be doing that. So I just got back into bed.
A little bit poorly.
A little bit poorly. I think my body has been fighting off a cold for ages because I've just been not like proper poorly, but just a bit under the weather. Did you say I was moany?
Moany poorly.
You did say I was moany. That's so rude. Anyway, it's Monday, start of a new week. It's going to be a good one. I said that last Monday and actually it wasn't the best. But anyway, let's give it another go. We are off to Northampton. The new car that we picked up on Friday, Glenn's not happy with the suspension. So he's going to take it to a friend, get it on the ramp, check the tracking and balancing and have a look. Have a look under the car. Is that the plan, Glenn?
Yeah, we're gonna,
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm going with him. I'm reading this book and it's for book club, which is on Wednesday, and I'm like a quarter of the way through. So I need to sort of crack on, get with it. But anyway, let's get going. Glenn's best friend, the Swan, doesn't want anything to do with me though. Hello Glenn, my friend.
nothing for you today, mate.
Gonna go and visit Kim and Gary at Wooden Tyres. They'll sort it out. I feel a sense of deja vu. Well, we're just driving through Newport Pagnell. I said to Glenn, if there's a spot we could stop for a pastry. I don't even think there's a spot down here, Glenn. That's a bus stop. Oh, no stopping spot, no pastry. Let's go. So, Glenn, give us a really quick update.
Really quick update. Basically, they had a look. Nothing's going to fall off, which is always a bonus.
Yeah.
There's definitely a bush gone on the rear axle. It's one of the bushes.
Okay.
That's allowing it to flex. So we're safe to drive it. I'm going to ring him when I get back. And they were doing tasters of this, which is it's Marmite peanut butter.
That sounds so wrong.
It sounds so wrong. I like both those flavours and it's weirdly nice.
No way.
It is. I like it.
Oh, let's have a look. It just looks like peanut butter. Smells like peanut butter. Let's give it a try. I can't smell the Marmite at all. Let's give it a taste. It surprisingly works. You think it's peanut butter and then you get the Marmite. I never would have put those two together. My first thought was I didn't like it. And then I was like, it's not bad taste. I haven't written Christmas cards for decades. Decades, a long time. I just don't send them. Last few years, I've been sending my mum a Christmas card, and I always think if you see someone to go, Happy Christmas, they don't need a card. But then I realised that my mum really liked a card, and actually sending her a card was more about doing something nice for someone else than what I thought was right or wrong. So anyway, cut a long story short, for the last couple of years I've sent my mum a Christmas card. Well, this year, bloody push the boat out. If you're watching this and you're a cousin or an aunt or an uncle, there's a Christmas card here with your name on it. You know who you are. It's coming. We were out this evening. We're meeting up with some friends and they're in Northampton. We were in Milton Keynes and they suggested we pick a place between, and do you know where we picked? the barley mow at Cosgrove. You know how much I love that meal that we had there a couple of weeks ago. So I'm really excited to be going out. I love going out on a Monday night. Just sort of starts the week off right. We've just got in from a nice night out at the barley mow. The meal was just as good as I remembered it. It was lovely. And I had mulled cider, which is basically like hot cider. Oh, it's my new favourite. Mulled wine, move over. Mulled cider is the new thing. Anyway, that's it for today. Catch you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. I'm very, very excited. I've decided I cannot put up with this hair any longer. No, I'm going to have it cut. I'm going back short. I just can't be doing with all of this. So anyway, off to Northampton to the hairdressers. Got a bit of running around to do, and then it's pub Tuesday tonight.
Pub Monday and pub Tuesday.
Oh, new hair.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! It's like the old Lisa's back again. Much happier with short hair. If I ever suggest that I'm going to grow my hair long again, will you just remind me that it's an absolute rubbish idea? Anyway, I came out the hairdressers. It was pouring with rain. I thought, oh, I know, I'll go into the shops nearby just while I wait for Glenn. I was just in the shop, there was a fire alarm, and everyone had to evacuate, and then I had to stand waiting for Glenn, like under the canopy of the fish and chip shop. It's the Collindry on a Tuesday night. Our most favourite place with our most favourite people. Good morning, good morning. We've overslept this morning. We've actually woken up at the time we're supposed to be leaving. Oh, I'll catch you in a bit. Oh, Mr. Warner, what a start to the day.
I don't like this sort of start to the day. I never sleep right through. I just don't sleep solidly, and then I woke up this morning. First time I woke up, I don't remember waking up at all before that. Looking at the phone, 9:05. 9:05. Obviously, good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm out of breath a little bit. I obviously going to my mum. She don't care what time I arrive. I've got
funerals to deliver and...
Glenn's helping at the shop today, and he's got like timed deliveries and all sorts. So can't believe it. I can believe I've overslept. Not because I do it often. I was awake for hours last night because I wanted to finish the book for book club. The Man Who Didn't Call. I recommend it. I recommend it. It did not disappoint. I finished that, must have been about 2:30 in the morning. I, like Glenn, would never normally sleep in till that sort of time without waking up before. So anyway, we're on our way. So I've just dropped Glenn off at the flower shop. He's loading up the van. I'm off to my mum's. Not worried about driving the new car, but my parking, and my mum lives down this tiny, well, when I go tiny street, it's not actually the tiniest of streets, but there's a lot of parked cars. So I'm not worried about driving the car. Must admit, I'm not sure about parking it. Anyway, let's go and hope there's a really big space in the car park. That's what I'm vibing. Big space in the car park. Anyway, let's go. Just arrived at mum's. There was space in the car park. I did it easily. Well, we've done a lot of jobs today, haven't we, Mum?
Yes, we have.
Mum is going to be volunteering at the hospital and the library, so we need to do her DBS checks online. We've done that. And do you remember last week I said that we were going to get some of my dad's ashes made into a necklace for me and a paperweight for Mum and Paul? Well, we've just sat down, we've done all the paperwork for that, and we have, well, I say we.
Lisa has.
I stepped up and I had to put some of Dad's ashes into a little plastic envelope and said, and both me and Mum were like, it was like, I was like, I'll do it. It's fine. So we've got that. We've done all the paperwork. We're gonna then, we need to take these to the post office and get them sent off. Anyway, let's go into town. Me and Mum have popped into Morrison's. We're just getting waylaid. That's my sort of fitness slogan, that is. Oh look, lots of Christmas gorgeousness. So I picked this up to do with the grandkids. They'll love this. It didn't have a price on though, so I'm hoping that it's not too crazily expensive. Glenn, Steve's at the door.
Right, Steve.
Steve brought his mates.
Yeah.
Glenn loves Steve because the other day he was like, can we get anything else? Can we get him some additional food rather than porridge oats? I was like, oh, duck fight. Anyway,
Right.
That's it, Steve. Good morning. It's very early. 6 o'clock sort of early, and I'm off to a business networking meeting. I was invited by someone a couple of weeks ago. I was like, yeah, I'll come. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, what am I doing? Let's go. I've arrived. Let's do this. Right, I've done my networking meeting this morning. I had to stand up and say a few words. Oh, it's always a bit dicey, that is. Anyway, come to the printers, picked up a load of boxes that Glenn's delivering today to Surrey or somewhere. Anyway, I'm heading back to the boat where I'm going to sit, have a coffee, do some nice quiet work on my computer and just bloody chill out. Hold on, Mr. Warner.
Yeah.
I've just come in. What's been going on?
I was hungry, so I made some flatbread dough balls, which just need heating and some bacon.
We missed an important anniversary yesterday.
Oh, was it picking up the boat?
Yeah, 2 years ago yesterday we picked up Nutshell. So we've lived aboard Nutshell for 2 years. Yeah, I know. Oh, that goes quick, doesn't it? It goes quick. I was wrong. I thought it was 2 years ago yesterday we picked up Nutshell. Wasn't. I've just looked on Facebook and apparently 2 years ago today we picked up Nutshell and we're heading back to Northampton. So yeah, 2 years ago today. Glenn's just gone off for his volunteering. I think he's taken a van full of police cadets somewhere. Wellingborough, I think. Anyway, I'm not sure exactly where he's going, but I do know that I've got to do Craft Thursday on my own. On my way to Craft Club. God, I've got a lot to carry today. So, all set up. We're making Christmas trees tonight. Just need some people now. Back from the creative group. It's just such a lovely gathering. I really enjoy it. I hope other people do too. So it's just great to get together. And people's Christmas trees were bloody excellent. Mine looked like a 4-year-old had done it, but I was just... Anyway.
So, as probably a few of you know, I volunteer for Northampton Police. Today I have been transporting in this bad boy. It's quite an old van, but some cadets to, it's called officer safety training. Basically, they teach them how to look after themselves and defend themselves. So I took them from Wellingborough to Northampton, which is back where I am now, headquarters. Force HQ is in the background there, and used this van to do it. And now I'm finished. I've just come back and brought the van back, and now I'm going to go home.
Right, go and sit down, make a cup of tea. Glenn should be in the next hour or so. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello and welcome to Friday.
Well, what's left of it?
What's left of it? It's Friday afternoon. We started by sorting one thing out, which led to something else, which meant that we had to dig a load of paperwork out. Hold on, I'm on live chat with someone. Been on it for hours. I've taken the request for cancellation.
Thanks.
Hold on, just need to type thanks. I'm back. Anyway, you know those jobs that you just put off for months? Glenn had been paying a bill, a mobile internet thing, which we stopped using like ages ago. And my iPad, I didn't need, oh, it's boring. It's boring. But it was a big mess and it needed sorting out. And I've just spent hours, no exaggeration, hours on the online chat. 1 second. Thank you. Sorted. Anyway, it is now like 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. It's a beautiful day outside, cold, clear. So we're going to walk through the park, get to the city centre, pay these blinking checks in, and then just relax. If that keeps pinging. Glenn, what you doing?
It's another boot repair. Basically, it's a pop riveter.
Does that mean it makes holes in things?
No.
No?
No, it's not going to make holes in things. It puts pop rivets and things.
The strap on my boot is broken.
So basically, you get it, that comes right through. And then this goes in here. And then it should. So then let's see.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
And it's the wrong colour, but
That's alright.
it's better than
Don't matter. These houses that they're building over here are springing up. Yeah, I know, I was just saying. All banking done. These balloons look amazing. So we finished our shopping. Town was mental, very busy. Glenn has suggested that we get a bike. Right, we sorted. I've got a handbag as well. We're trying to unlock these bikes again. We're fully loaded. It's not having any of it though. We could be halfway home by now, but no, still trying to unlock the bikes.
Can't be bothered. Sit around with it.
Shall we walk home?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Give it one more. Unlocking.
Unlocking?
Is that what yours did?
I think it did. Oh, Glenn! Wow! Plays the tune and everything. You're alright. Let me try and get mine. I'm ready too. The lights are on. Let's go. We've got home in super quick time.
Yeah, real quick.
Right, let's go park up. Bike's parked up. Cost Glenn £2.50 and me £2.65. I think that's because I was a bit slower. But we just decided we probably could have got a taxi for that. But hey, it was a good scary ride through the park in the dark. With the trees bare now, you can really see how close we are to the road and how noisy it is. Look at those marvellous Christmas lights. We're going to do ours. Are we doing our Christmas lights this weekend?
If we can get them done this weekend, if we
Or if
Sunday afternoon maybe.
Yeah, that just looks marvellous. Glenn has put a little light in the crutch cover and it's like motion censored, so as soon as you step in, it lights. While I was shopping, picked up this advent calendar for Glenn. Oh, frosty start this morning. Good morning to you and welcome to Saturday.
Very chilly Saturday.
It's a bit chilly. Yeah, the boat was spot on. Glenn set the heating to come on. It had come on at the right time. The fire had remained lit. Yes, anyway, this morning, what are we up to? Glenn is going to drop the new car off at a garage where they're just going to look over the suspension, the back wheel, something like that. Exciting times. We've got a lot of running around to do today. Glenn's going to drive the van, I'm going to drive the car. Let's do this. So that's the car dropped off. This is like a trip down memory lane for me. I actually, let me turn the camera around. This street along here, I actually lived on this street. In fact, I was living on this street when I met Glenn, when I was 17. See these three houses? Oh, yeah. Number 72, the one there. Let's go get a good coffee and a good breakfast. You can always be guaranteed a good breakfast in a garden centre. Breakfast done, sun is out. It's turning into a beautiful day. Did you see a theme? A theme evolving this week. Got a flat tyre in the camper. Do you think someone's letting our tyres down? Righty, back at the marina. Just got to get some stuff together, then we're off out doing more jobs. It's a busy old Saturday today. How lovely is this? Just been given some lovely flowers by our neighbours. We are heading to Northampton. Glenn is going to go and look for a new car for Mark, and I'm going to Naomi's where Harry and the kids are going to be there as well. Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing the grandchildren. I haven't seen them for ages.
I just went to work with my dad and I've been out to different flowers.
Oh, everyone's helping. Oh, wow.
And if I don't spend it, they'll...
That's beautiful. Say,
Naughty out here.
naughty elves are living here.
No.
So, who's hungry? Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I need to later. We said it.
Sharon, so you want sausage on there as well?
It's free, isn't it?
That's the same when done at the
It feels like it's been a busy week, but it's just been.
It hasn't. But we did have a great question from Steve last week. He says, how do you both define a life full of meaning? How do you think... So I haven't got my glasses on. How do you think that you will know when you have really found it? Sincerely hope you do. Oh, thanks, Steve. That's a great question. And one that I think about quite a lot.
Funnily
enough. So, shall I go first?
Yeah, go on then.
For me, a life full of meaning is being able to do the stuff that's important to you. So high on your values. The biggest thing I find in today's society is the busyness, the rushing. And although our weeks sometimes, not this week, but our weeks sometimes look like they're really full and busy, most of the time we have chosen absolutely everything that goes into our week. For example, I love to cook. The way we've structured our life means that we have more time to maybe shop locally, so it means going to different stores can sometimes take longer. It means rather than just buying something that's like ready prepared in a shop, it means that I can spend more time cooking. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Also, I love to talk.
No way.
It's true.
I find that really hard to believe.
It's true. I love talking. I love conversations.
I have to squeeze it out of her.
I love having a really great conversation. Our life before we made all these changes, there just seemed no time. So for me, a meaningful life, I'm trying to sum it up now, aren't I?
Yeah,
for me, a meaningful life is being able to choose how we spend our time and spending it on the stuff that's important.
And I used to work pretty much 7 days a week. So for me, it's Monday morning, looking at the clock, 8, 9 o'clock. Doesn't matter what time I particularly get up. I do like to be busy, but I like to be doing stuff that I want to do, like fixing the boat, fixing a car, fixing anything that's, or helping or volunteering. I choose those things to do. I'm not, whereas a lot of people that would like to do them don't have the time. So I'm glad we went to the trouble to structure our life so we can do those things.
When we first moved on to the boat, we felt like this big sense of freedom, and then we found that we'd sort of replicated our life, and we had to stop again and go, oh, hold on, we've just recreated what we had before. So for me, it's about being conscious as much as possible about time. I mean, time is the big one. It's how we spend our time, what we choose to do,
because we've all got limited time, basically.
Well, yeah. Having both of us lost parents since we started this journey, I think it was really important for us to not wait until we were like proper retired, like 65.
I think a lot of people do, and then sometimes, unfortunately, for some people it can be too late. So we weren't prepared to wait.
No, we weren't. Thanks for that question, Steve.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We will see you next week.
See ya.
Take care. Bye.